Welcome back to Wines du Jour. We're having a good time here, and we're just about finished with the show, unfortunately, because, you know, time flies when you're having a good time. Before we go, I want to mention a couple things. Number one, when we have somebody that's the vice president and food and beverage director at a hotel, you have to assume somebody like Robert Bethune, who is in charge of the food and beverage of the whole hotel, has found somebody like Sean Denton and said, you've got to come into Bistro 57 and set it up, assistant as far as the management, but spend your time as a sommelier. He's an expert sommelier to start with, so it was a natural for him. Coming up with the ecosystems that he talked about, where you can order by the 1 ounce just to taste it, or 3 ounces, or a regular glass of wine on 16 different choices right off the bat. Look at the wine list, which is incredible. And then starting January, that's just a couple days from now, they're going to come up with several different things. I'm going to ask Sean if he'd tell us a little bit about tastings and so on. Tell us about what you're going to be doing.
The first thing we wanted to talk about is on January the 21st at Market, which is kind of our sister restaurant across the casino floor. They're going to host the first monthly wine dinner at Aliante.
Ooh.
Then after that, we will be doing one each month, and we'll compile a list and send out emails or call people if they want to leave their information so that we can connect with them that way. But we'll also be doing educational wine tastings, kind of set up like this, where you'll come in, it'll be free to taste by reservation, and come in, we'll have a couple selections of wine, we'll talk about them, where they're from, the flavors, the profiles, and what they pair with.
That sounds great. That just shows you that they're serious about what they're doing. Did you hear him say those tastings are free? That means they are serious. You know, it costs money. Wine, nobody gives it away, you know what I'm saying? It costs somebody something, and they're willing to do that to help you understand more about it. It's not an educational thing per se, it's informational. That's the way I like to look at it. You know, I don't say, even though I'm an instructor, I don't say I'm a teacher. You follow me? I just don't feel that that's what I like to do best. I like to give you the information, and then you do whatever it is you want to do with it. So these wine dinners, all wine dinners are fun. Check the winery out that's going to be supplying the wines, and you know the food's going to be great because the chefs here are all first class, and pair the two together for a wine dinner is definitely worth the few dollars that you have to pay to come to that. And if you're not part of the group already, our audience this evening is going to fill out a little form with their email address so they'll notify them when it, or if you want to do that, you can just simply call the hotel and tell them you want to be part of that and give them your email address, and they'll put you on the list, and that'll work. Am I right?
That's right.
That's the way it should be. Okay, let's finish up with our wine. Our third wine being the Cabernet Sauvignon. I don't know if I mentioned it or not. It is a Pedricelli, which I know I mentioned, but it's a 2009 varietal. And those grapes were grown just like the Zinfandels were earlier in Sonoma, California. I like the mouthfeel here. Red meats, lamb, beef, strong flavored cheese, and also I didn't mention, but you need to understand that you could serve Cabernet Sauvignon with red pastas. You know, like sausage or meatballs and all that sort of thing with red pastas that have some flavor. Cabernet Sauvignon will certainly work with that without a problem. And I'm hoping that you'll check it out. Now, we're about out of time, unfortunately. So I'm going to tell you, I want to thank you for listening to Wines du Jour, America's #1 syndicated wine radio show. Thanks to the entire staff at Bistro 57. And I want to thank Vice President, Food and Beverage Director Robert Bethune. I want to thank also the fact that Chef Rusty Hicks did such a beautiful job. Rusty, show us your hands. He's in the back of the room. Sean Denton, the sommelier and the assistant manager here at the room. This is a place, folks, that you can come to and have a very, very good meal. So from the left coast, from the east coast, and from all around the world and the internet, I'm Les Kincaid. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching Wines du Jour. We had a great time here tonight at Aliante. That's a casino and a hotel in northeast Las Vegas, Nevada, but most importantly, at one of their fine dining restaurants, Bistro 57. We tasted a wonderful Zinfandel, a great Malbec, and of course, a Cabernet Sauvignon. Hope you enjoyed the show. We're here every week at this very same time. Hope to see you again.